Yeah, g'day guys, welcome to Shanky Garage. So in this episode, we're going to get stuck into making a custom 2.5 inch stainless steel exhaust for the 1-tonner. So yeah, we'll jump straight into the video and hope you enjoy. Also, go easy on the shorts, thanks. So today's episode, going to be fabricating up a custom twin 2.5 inch stainless steel exhaust system with an X-pipe in between. So all this was supplied from Reaper Engineering. So they've been a massive help in to get all this stuff sourced just before the Christmas break. So they supplied everything. It was sort of a spare of the moment, bit of a rush to get all this stuff. But yeah, a big thank you to Reaper Engineering for helping me out with the exhaust system. So yeah, we've got the twin mufflers. These are offset. I've got the resignators with the lobster tips, X-pipe, some bends, so a couple of 45s, 390s. We got V-clamps. We got straight pipe, some bar stock for making the mounts, and then yeah, rubber mounts as well, 2 types here. So I'm not sure which one I'll use, but yeah, just got the 2 types just in case. So obviously being stainless steel, I'm gonna TIG weld this. So I've never TIG welded before, so I'm gonna have to do some practice runs, and I've got a bit of off-cut pieces and stuff, so I can do a little bit of practicing before I start welding the system. So yeah, being stainless steel, also needed a new saw. So the saw on my cold cut is just for mild steel. So I needed to get a stainless steel saw for the drop saw. Argon gas, so yeah, TIG welding, you need pure argon gas. So I had to get another bottle of gas as well. And I just went out and bought a new TIG gun as well. So this comes as a kit, and this, yeah, plug and play goes straight into this 185 Ultra unit. So yeah, got everything I need to start doing this exhaust. Okay, so I've just dummy fit this old tail shaft in. It's not the correct unis, but it's just sitting in there for now, just as a bit of a mock-up to check for clearance for this X-pipe. So that is right at the end of the travel. So that's as far down as the shaft is gonna go. So got plenty of clearance for the X-pipe there. So I've also just sort of dummy ran everything how I'm gonna set it out. So starting down at the headers, so this is a 3-inch flange, and I've got an adapter here that I've just welded, well, tacked to the 3-inch flange. So that's 3 inch, it'll go down to 2.5. So then from this adapter, the straight pipe will slide into there and then come out to a 45, which will sit roughly here. And then from there, it'll be a straight into the X-pipe. And then from the other side of the X-pipe, there'll be another straight piece come out into another 45. So this is a 90, so I'll cut that down the middle, and that will give me 2 45s. So then from this 45, another straight section, which will then go into this first muffler. And then there'll be another straight, then going into the resignator, and then that will dump just before the rear diff. Okay, so for the exhaust mounts, I've just got these rubber mounts. So I've got 4 of them, and I've just made up these brackets, so just out of a bit of 40 by 40 square section. So then they will slide into there like so, and then the bolt will go through there and hold these rubber mounts in. So I've just drilled holes all the way through, and then the end result will basically look like this, like so, and then that will sit on this cross member, and I'll weld that to the cross member like that, and then the bar stock will go into here and then come out and then welded to the mufflers. So I've just tacked these 45s onto this straight section just on both sides. So as you can see where the X-pipe sits, I'll need to cut up 2 more straight sections to tack into there, to then join up the X-pipe. Okay, so after doing a bit of practicing with the TIG, I'm still not confident enough in the welds, and my welds are a bit of a dog's breakfast still. So what I'm going to do is get a bit of help. So I'm going to get Reaper Engineering in. They're going to give me a hand to weld up this exhaust and make all the welds look pretty. So I've spent a fair bit of money on the exhaust parts, so it'd be a shame for me to weld it up and then have dog shit welds. Okay, so just got the new tail shaft. So this is from Gold Coast Tail Shafts. So it's a 3.5 inch. So we'll whack that one in. Okay, so just got the rear section all welded up. So just got the lobster tips welded to the resonators and just put a bit of straight pipe in between the muffler and the resonator. So yeah, that's both of the rear section all done. So we can hang that. Okay, so just got the front section all tacked in. So just got the V-clamps just on this section here. So this front section will be all one piece, and then the rear will obviously have the rear muffler sections independent on both sides. So just got the other end of the V-clamp here, got the bar stock bent up to hang the mufflers, and the lobster tips. Okay, so that is all the exhaust all welded up and sitting in there. So really stoked with how that's turned out. So we got the lobster tips there, dumping just before the diff, so they look really cool. We've got the mounts, so I'll have to thread the end of the mount, or the end of the bar stock here, and put a nut just to secure that in. It's probably not really going to go anywhere, but just to be sure, just want to secure that end in. Got the V-clamps, so they sit in there just underneath this cross member, so you can't really see them. So yeah, the V-clamps clearance all sits nice and snug up as closest to the chassis as we can get it. So the clearance is yeah, plenty of clearance there. So happy with that. The alignment, so you can see the X-pipe just sits in the middle line where the tail shaft is, so all the alignment is really good. So yeah, really happy with that. So it was a bit of a rush job to get all this done in the one day. So unfortunately I didn't get to film as much as what I would normally film, so I didn't really go into a whole lot of detail with the exhaust, unfortunately, but it was, yeah, a rush job, and we managed to get it all done in the one day. So yeah, once again, a big thank you to Reaper Engineering for assisting with the welds. Definitely learned a lot with making the exhaust. I think, yeah, it's not too bad. It's just obviously getting all your alignment. I think if you was to make it out of mild steel, it would be a hell of a lot easier, and obviously a lot easier to weld. But yeah, the stainless, it's definitely going to last probably the life of the car. Being stainless, it's obviously not going to rust. So super stoked with with this system. Okay, so that is all the exhaust welded up. So big thank you to Reaper Engineering for that. So he doesn't like to be filmed, so cheers Reaper Engineering. Okay, so that is the exhaust all completed, so another job I can tick off the list. So once again, a big thank you to Reaper Engineering for coming around to help out with making this exhaust. So I'll leave a link to the website in the show notes below, so if you want to check them out, yeah, just hit that link in the show notes. So yeah, once again, apologies that also I didn't film as much as I would have liked to. It was a bit of a rush job to get it all done in the one day, only had limited time, so you know, considering it was a rush job, yeah, really happy with how the exhaust has turned out. It's yeah, pretty bloody awesome, looks cool, and I'm sure it's going to sound amazing once I get to fire it up. So yeah, if you did get something out of this video, hit that like and subscribe button below. Also, I'll leave a card up in this corner for the playlist of the HX1 tonner. So if you're new to the channel, hit that card button and there's a list of all the HX tonner build from very first episode all the way to the latest. So I recommend have a good binge on the build. So yeah, thanks for watching and we'll see you next time on Shanky Garage. Cheers.